Hello, dear one. Once in a while, I feel compelled to talk more about community, tribes, gatherings, because you probably know the words when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am, or something like that. I'm not perfect in the Bible, but that one lives in here as something that is alive. And and there is something really important about it. I think these times that we're going through, this shift, especially when we have been so conditioned and programmed to feel divided and be divided and point fingers and make it about them and us. It's really important that we start gathering together as one. And I do believe that at the core, we all want the same. Maybe not all, there's probably some people who don't want it. But if you really start inquiring inside as what we really want, what we really long for, I always talk about longing, don't I? Then we will pretty much find the same. That is, I am. Your I am presence, even if you don't know what it is. And most of us don't. We may have glimpses of it, we may have an idea about it, but it's getting the actual experience, and then we will be able to surrender into it and let it have us. That is where thy will and my will, they become one. This is what we want because we have been living so separate, so distant from our own I amness, our I am presence. And it didn't work out so well. And that's why we feel this pull to come back home. For most people, they're so far away. They misunderstand that pull and think it means that it is something we need to go and get out in the world. And that's, of course, not how it works. That's where we get lost and forget who we are and what we deeply want. In order to get out of that divisiveness, that split, I think it's important to realize that we all want the same. There is something important about that. So that helps us see through the differences that we all appear to be. And when we come together, and like the saying goes, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. Now, there might be different people who think the words my name may relate to some different things. To me, it's I am. I am. When two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. I am. It's not I am with a name. It is simply the experience I am. So, one of the deep longings that I have lived with for a while and have been, mildly successful in creating it is to gather more people together who want that also. And that is still alive in me because I think that's the only way out of the false matrix. The way out of the false matrix is the way in to I am, to the longing to come back home, the longing for peace, for oneness, for love, for connection. And we have to honor that. In the world, there doesn't seem to be a huge interest in it, although I would say it's definitely growing a lot. There are so many beautiful groups and speakers and coaches who are also sharing their messages and their wisdom. And because there are more and more of us who really want that. And that's why we can start speaking about it now more, because we're not so afraid of it, because we don't want to repeat, what happened to so many people who did stand up and speak about it. That seems to have calmed down a lot, but and that not but that opens up the door for others also to start consciously connecting with that inside. So it's not something we need to hide anymore, but it is really important for a while to be with others who feel the same. When two or more are gathered, then in my name, in the name of the divine, in I am, when we gather for that same reason, right? The intention. I've talked a lot about intention, and many, many people do that these days, and for a good reason, because when we know our true intention and make ourselves available for it, start speaking it, start acting on it, start giving ourselves to that intention, something happens. It is only through our intention that actually things start manifesting. So if there is a group, whether it's small or large, who come together with that same intention, which is I am, and the longing we feel for that I am, that longing to come back home to I am, then things can start moving. The more of us who gather in my name, the bigger opening we create together. So apparently, according to this quote, if I do it on my own, of course I am there. Where else could I possibly be? So yes, if I gather just with myself, I am there too. But when there's more, two or more, this field grows exponentially. It doesn't just double, it just something happens where we can feel it. So the more of us do that together consciously, we have access to a lot more of that energy that we long for, because we place ourselves in this longing energy, this I am presence, and we place ourselves in there and feel the longing. And in that action, we realize that it's not separate from us. It is simply our true nature, our true divine nature calling itself home. It's like, okay, you've been out there playing, pretending you're Pernilla for so long. And then there's this like, time to come home. Come on home. And I can feel like, it's like, yeah, I want to go home. I don't know what home is. I don't know what it is. Oh, let me try over there. Maybe that's what I want. Maybe that home. Maybe this, maybe that. No, follow it in here and own it. Then you merge with who you already are. Why not do it with others who feel that strong longing too? More and more of us feel that. When we are not alone with it, when we hear others share their longing, share their calling, share what they really tune into when they go there, then everybody else who's gathering in my name will benefit from that, because we have all different flavors and nuances. And as I share my flavor, somebody over there may go, oh, I'd never thought of that. You know what? I actually feel that too, but somehow I didn't fully register it yet. But because you said it, now I can really register it and make myself available for that. So that's why the more of us are together doing this, we are normalizing this new frequency, which is not new, but it feels new because we have turned away from it. So the more of us do this together, the more we make ourselves available for it, the more we receive of it. And the more we receive, the more we become vessels for it to spread out in the world so others may benefit from it also. I think many of us are not just here on planet Earth during these times for ourselves, or I should say just for ourselves, because we can't exclude ourselves from oneness. I know we tried. It's like everybody, yes, but I can't have it. But then there's no oneness, right? So you're actually not inviting in oneness. You're still inviting duality to continue because you separate yourself from the whole, from the love, from the oneness, and you're not fully allowing the oneness to spread. So the more we follow that longing, that we literally are here for the world and we include ourselves, because what does it mean? What is it that we want for the world, for the earth? Well, we want peace, we want love, fulfillment, everybody is fed, everybody is happy. All these prayers from the past, it's all about that. We want fulfillment for everybody, but we also want it for ourselves. We do not need to exclude ourselves. There is no point in doing that. We always stay with the biggest yes, the biggest feeling of expansion and something that just feels right. You may have to choose between two things, and you may even say, I don't really want that, but it feels most right to do that. Then you're not excluding yourself. You're actually including a deeper part of you that knows that it is the right thing to do, and it feels right. There's no resentment, there's no fear of missing out. There's just like, no, this is right, because you have learned to listen to your core, to your resonance, to your I am presence. But do not exclude yourself. There are so many times where you can just really follow the depth of your longing, and go and do something fun, enjoy your life. Because the more we do something fun and enjoy our lives, the more we are resting in our core, in our longing, in the frequency, the energy of joy and expansion that makes us happy. And then we naturally share that happiness just by being it. So I want to put in a little plug again for getting together with others with clear intention of what it is that you want. What makes you happy? How do you want to connect with others in that same way? If you feel alone, and I know many, many people feel alone, it is important that we all somehow reach out to connect with others, mostly on the same level. Not mostly, but it's important that we resonate with them so that we can create that two or more gathered in my name, because it's in my name. We have to remember, why are we gathering? I'm gathering, we're gathering, so more of us can gather and really connect with the I am presence in my name, whatever it means to you, whatever resonates and gives you a feeling of expansion, then you know you're in that frequency. And I have found it really important for a long, long time to gather with others. I know there is a hesitancy for many people too, to fully surrender and really give ourselves to I am, because there is a fear that we're going to miss out on something. We will we will probably lose certain things, but we will not miss out, because it's going to be fulfilling inside what we do. We might need to, let go of certain attachments first, but they don't make us happy anyway. They're just like they're contractions and feeling limitations. I have to have that. So, helping to soften that so we can really stay here and make ourselves available for what truly and deeply matters. If you're interested in joining me in my monthly meetings, you're welcome to. It's called Feel Your Deepest Longing, Find Your Spiritual Calling. And it's usually a small group. I welcome more people in so that as we get together and share with each other, everybody always feels like, oh, there is an expansion that happens when we do that. And I definitely have made myself available for that every first Tuesday of the month. You can see the link in the description. And you're also welcome to reach out if you have questions about it. It's done by donation so that everybody can join. And I would really like to give it a little bit of a boost for the next year, because the next year is going to be a big energetic shift year. There's a lot of things that are going to collapse and change. So the more we are gathered together, it's like we walk in the world in our true nature, as our true nature, and we can speak to others in a way that where we feel more confident, because we have like others to lean into. And so we're not so alone anymore. We don't feel so weird about it. It helps with the confidence to start owning that energy that we are, so we can speak about it more freely and not walk around hiding anymore. So if this is something that resonates with you, please join me. The link is in the description below. And of course, if you need some one-on-one support, you can also sign up with me for that. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below to stay connected with this energy. And I will see you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful day.